Welcome back. So today, before we jump into a math problem, let's take a brief moment to quietly meditate and center ourselves and relax. So wherever you are, sit up straight, and I'm going to show you a new hand position. You can place your hands palms up, resting on your thighs, and you can touch your forefinger and thumb sort of in the OK sign. Another hand position that's very calming is take your hands palms up and rest one hand on top of the other. So the bottom hand is gently supporting the top hand, and they're just resting in your lap. And you can have the two thumbs gently touching each other. So whichever hand position you choose, gently close your eyes and take a deep breath through your nose, feeling your belly rising. And slowly exhale through your nose, feeling your tense spots relax. Deeply breathe in through your nose, sending air to wherever you're feeling tension today. And exhale through your nose, feeling the relaxation and the release of tension. Inhale fully through your nose. You may feel your sternum rising as well. Relax your shoulders. And as you exhale through your nose, feel your spine lengthening and relaxing. One last deep inhale. Breathe in all the good air. And at the end of your breath, just hold it for a few seconds and see how slowly you can exhale through your nose as your body gently relaxes. And slowly open your eyes. This problem is from the College Board, from the SAT test, section 3, which does not allow calculators. And the question reads, in the equations above, B and C represent the price per pound in dollars of beef and chicken, respectively, X weeks after July 1st during last summer. What was the price per pound of beef when it was equal to the price per pound of chicken? And we see the four choices. So give this problem a try. Do your best. It's okay if you're not sure how to approach it. Just do what you can, or even just take a guess at what the right answer might be. And then in about a minute, we'll have a look at it together. So there are a couple of ways that you could approach this, and one way is to just set the two equations equal to each other and solve for x. So that would be setting the two prices equal, finding the number of weeks, and then finding the price of beef after those number of weeks. But I want to show you another way to think about this that may be a little faster and may not involve as much manipulation, and involves thinking about the context and actually using some mental math. So it's good to exercise that. So we have the price of beef and chicken represented by B and C. And one way we can think about this is there's a gap to start. So let's think about it like a race. So this is their starting prices. And you can see that the price of beef starts out more expensive than the price of chicken. So the gap is equal to what? What's 235 minus 175? You can do that in your head, like what's 23 minus 17 can help. You'll see that that's 60 cents. So if this were a race and beef were starting out 60 cents ahead, chicken's going to go faster, right? Its weekly increase for chicken is 40 cents per week, and beef's weekly increase is 25 cents per week. So with each week, chicken's going to get closer and closer, and the question is, how long is it going to take to match the price of beef? So next I want to ask you is, chicken is going to catch up with beef how much each week? Well, chicken is going to increase 40 cents per week, and beef is increasing 25 cents per week. So the gap is closing. Chicken is closing in on beef 15 cents per week. So if the gap is 60 cents and the gap is closing 50 cents per week, how many weeks would it take for the gap to be completely closed? Right, it's 60 divided by 15, which is 4 weeks to close the gap. All right, so we have 4 weeks to close the gap. The question is about what is the price of beef at that time. So to find that, I go back to my equation and I see the price of beef is going to be 235, which was its starting price, plus 0.25 times the number of weeks, which is 4. And remember I told you that SAT problems are contrived. This is telling me that I'm on the right track. I really like that because that's $1, 4 times 25 cents. So after 4 weeks, the price of beef is going to be $3.35, and what do you know? That is the same as D, so I know that D is my answer. Now you can take that 4 weeks and put it in the equation for chicken, and you'll see that its price after 4 weeks will in fact also be $3.35. So I hope you see that with some of these word problems, you can step back, think about the context, and actually simplify it to do some of the calculations in your head. You can always write it out and do it the full algebraic way by setting the two equations equal to each other and solving for x. That's totally fine. But I also wanted to build your confidence that you can look at these problems flexibly and sometimes apply what you know about the real world to approach them in a straightforward manner.